It is a place where laughter is shared, memories are made, traditions are formed, and recipes are handed down. Hello, I'm Susan Peters. Coming up on this edition of the Family Dinner Table, we'll be gearing up for the holiday weekend with our friends from All Things Barbecue. Joining me will be Chef Tom Jackson, the chef at All Things Barbecue, who will be preparing bacon-wrapped chimichurri pork tender. Together, we'll learn more about this fantastic recipe and more on this episode of the Family Dinner Table on PBS Kansas.
The Family Dinner Table is made possible in part by the following.
Keto-tarian food. What is it? It's a plant-based spin on a traditional keto diet, and it doesn't have to be hard. With our Simple Truth keto-friendly lineup, we've got you covered throughout your day. We have tasty snacks, filling lunches, yummy desserts, and even plant-based patties like this for chow without the cow. It's Nido with Keto-tarian food. Learn more about our low-carb, high-protein Simple Truth products at Dillons.com.
Offering more than 60 brands to choose from, refrigeration, dishwashers, cooking and laundry to outdoor appliances and grills, Metro Appliances and More has something for every need and every budget. In store or online, Metro Appliances and More.
The Spice Merchant since 1980, Wichita's original gourmet coffee roaster. Coffee and tea from around the world. Enjoy our full line of functional and fun accessories. Located 4 blocks east of Washington on Douglas.
McClelland is a proud sponsor of PBS Kansas, specializing in theater quality audio and video, cinematic lighting, smart home integration, and seamless surveillance, all in the comfort of your home. More information can be found at macsound.com. The Culinary Arts program at Butler Community College, where foods of the world, cooking techniques, and exceptional learning create 100% job placement rates for students. Changing lives through cooking. More at butlercc.edu. ABC Fine Wines and Spirits offers a unique winery experience, sophisticated and complex bourbons, and a wide variety of beers. More information at abcdiscountliquor.com.
So here we are for our last summer barbecue, and it couldn't be performed any better than with Tom Jackson and his 10-year-old son, Thatcher, who is especially joining us today because he's going to be the sous chef, right?
That's right.
And that is so special. And that's a special thing for the family dinner table. Sometimes you have your family cook with you, right?
Absolutely.
How does that work? I mean, do you gather around the kitchen or?
Yeah, I mean, especially, extended family, maybe my mom and dad will get into the mix.
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
I'll sometimes help with the dinner, around sometimes.
And Grandma and Grandpa help too?
Yes.
That is so special. Isn't that special?
Yes.
And then you guys barbecue a lot at the lake. Tell me about that.
My parents have a place, they live out on a lake, and so we go out there and visit, and, food is a part of the weekend every time we're out there, right?
Yes.
I mean, we just finished planning our menu for this weekend, where we're gonna be doing salmon and Caesar salad and burgers and all the normal stuff, but it's always a big part of the weekend. I mean, we spend some time on that.
Isn't that cool? Can I come?
Oh, sure, anytime.
What do you think about your dad going out to the lake and cooking? Is that cool?
Yes, it is, and it's always very good because we have like a pellet grill out there. It's like the exact same grill that we have at our house, and it's just always so good.
I bet it's so good.
Yes.
So what do you do at the lake in order to get hungry to come in and eat?
Well, usually I go on a tube and shake my belly around.
And you shake your belly around. That would make you hungry.
Bounce, just
bounce it. Yeah. Okay, well, that would make you hungry. So really food and the family dinner table for the Jacksons is outside, doing outside things and gathering around a picnic table or whatever you have at the lake.
Yep.
And do you share traditions? Do you share memories? You talk and laugh, huh?
Absolutely.
I do.
You
I
do?
make memories. I've once backflipped off that on accident because I wasn't holding on.
Oh, that is a memory. See? And then you came in and Dad had something really good on the family dinner table, right?
Yes.
Okay. All
At
right.
least I think it's so. It might have been after lunch, but
Oh, it might have been after lunch. Okay.
still, dinner was amazing there.
The traditions that you are creating, the memories you are creating will last a lifetime. And that's what the family dinner table is all about.
Yeah, it's easy to disconnect a little bit. There's so many distractions, but there's nothing better than getting everyone involved. Just last week we made pizzas, right?
Yes.
Right in the garage on the little portable uni oven, and everybody makes their own.
Yes. I made the dough and then added the toppings and well, technically you made the dough, but I stretched it out.
That's right.
Okay, these are great family traditions. I want to tell you, Thatcher, when you're 35 years old, you will look back on these and say, I'm so grateful my dad and mom created these family traditions, and you'll pass them down to your kids. And that's what the family dinner table is all about. So we're gonna cook some chimichurri bacon wrapped pork.
That's right.
And we're gonna barbecue it, and a couple more sides that those recipes will be online as well. But let's get cooking.
Let's go.
So now, here we are in the kitchen with Thatcher and Tom. I gave Thatcher first, Billy, because, you know, this is his debut, by the way. I'm so
Yes.
glad you're here because Thatcher, one of the family traditions was helping your dad prep cook, right?
Yes.
Did you help prepare these?
Yes, I did.
What'd you do?
Well, I helped kebab some pineapples and peppers, some sweet peppers, and I got some pans and spices out.
So you put them on the stick.
Yes.
That's prep cooking, right?
That's right.
What do you think of your helper today?
Pretty decent little sous chef.
Is he?
Yeah. He
See,
loves to get involved.
Yes,
there
I
you
do.
go. I'm so glad you're here, Thatcher. Okay, so we're gonna cook chimichurri bacon wrapped pork.
Pork tenderloins.
Pork tenderloin. I love pork tenderloins on
too.
the grill.
Absolutely.
Oh, my husband and I cook pork tenderloins on the grill all the time, but never with this special recipe, which I understand you just put together the other day?
It's fairly new, yeah. So the idea here is we're going to create this very bright, herbaceous condiment that we can coat that pork tenderloin in and then wrap it up in bacon and hit it on the grill. So you get bright, fresh colors and you get the fattiness of the bacon and you get the smoke from the grill. It's a lot going on.
It's all kinds of different textures and tastes
Absolutely.
and colors going on
Yeah.
that make it so presentable.
Yes, and
So-
it's that variety that makes anything great in food. You want
Is
a
it?
great variety of textures and flavors.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you say? Herbaceous?
Yeah, herbaceous.
Is that the word you use? That
That's
means
right.
lots of herbs?
Lots of herbs.
Oh, cool.
Herb
Okay.
forward.
I just learned a new word, herbaceous. All right, so let's start. What are we going to do here?
All right, we're going to
Tom?
throw all of this in the food processor and break it down.
Okay, and let us know what exactly we're putting in here too and how much. And by the way, folks, wherever you plug that in is fine. The recipe for the bacon wrapped pork tenderloin chimichurri will be on kpts.org, so you don't even need to keep track because there's a lot of herbs here. It's very herbaceous. Okay.
All right, why not?
All right, so first what are we gonna put into this food processor?
Do you remember what I called that?
I forgot which one is which.
That one's cilantro.
Cilantro, and then this one is a herb. I don't think you.
Parsley.
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 All right, why don't you guys throw the parsley?
Okay, we gotta get this out of Thatcher's face because
There
we
we go.
wanna see his big, beautiful eyes. Okay, so this is parsley.
Yep, you got equal parts parsley and cilantro there.
Okay, how much is this? Because
About a cup and a half each.
So would that be like 2 batches each?
Yeah,
at the
we're gonna
grocery
make
store,
a
or-
pretty good sized batch. This is probably double what you need to make at home.
Okay. And
So you
what
got
did
your-
you just put on top? Is that oregano?
Oregano, yep.
Fresh oregano. Now the oregano you don't need a lot of. but-
No, it's pretty the forward flavor, so we're not gonna.
The thing about fresh oregano, it's so hard to wash and get them off the stem. Can you use
Yeah.
use dried oregano?
You can, but go ahead. You just use a fraction of it. So instead of doing, say, a tablespoon, you'd do a teaspoon.
Will it alter the taste at all? I mean,
Yeah, it's not
a little
quite
bit?
as bright,
bright.
and fresh, but
Okay.
yeah, it's not bad.
What kind of oil is this? Olive oil?
Just, extra virgin olive oil, 3/4 cup. You're gonna-
3/4 cup, and this is red wine vinegar?
That's right.
Okay. How much red wine vinegar?
I think that's 6 tablespoons.
6 tablespoons. So you got your cilantro, you got your oregano, you got your parsley, you got your
Shallots
olive
now.
oil, and these are shallots. Okay, can you use onions instead of shallots?
You can use onions instead of shallots if you want to
Well,
get.
why sometimes do I go to the grocery store and I do not find a shallot?
They're just a little bit harder to
Aren't they harder to find?
but I feel like Dylan's has had them a lot lately.
Oh,
and
you do?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty easy to get a
right.
hold of these days.
Perfect.
All right, so what are these?
These are mallots?
Capers.
Capers.
Now, I love that. I mean, capers are my favorite. They add so much flavor.
Briny.
So is this like a little bottles, a whole bottle of capers?
That's just a couple tablespoons,
A couple
and then of course
tablespoons.
you gotta have some.
How many
garlic.
garlics?
6 garlic cloves. We're just
I love that. 6. I wish you guys could smell this.
now
it
any great
smells so
chimichurri's got to have a little bit of chili flake to it, just to add a touch of heat. So
But just a little bit.
not too much.
We
Yeah,
don't want to drown out the flavor.
That's right. So we're gonna use our carne asada, a 8-second ride. This
Actually,
is
I have this spice at home.
yeah, it's a great one. It's one that we sell in the store. Just
The
a touch.
Cattleman's, right?
That's right, Cattleman's.
Okay, so here's the deal about the spice. Sometimes I find that restaurants put so much chili pepper in that it drowns out the rest of the flavor.
Yeah.
Why do they do that? And are you sure we're not putting too much in this recipe?
I'm sure. We'll start with a little because you can always add more later. You can't take it away. So,
Okay.
you just want to know it's there, but you don't want to hurt yourself with heat so that you can't actually
Then you can't
taste
taste
anything.
it,
That's
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was sea salt?
Yep, just a little bit of salt and pepper to
Salt
taste.
and pepper, okay.
All right, that's it. Let's.
And you can just do
Process
that
this.
to taste. Let's see, the lid.
There we go. You got it. All right. Why don't you hit high on
All
that,
right,
Thatch?
Thatcher, push.
Okay, we're gonna stop this.
Okay.
All right, how's that look?
Not only does it look incredible, it smells incredible. What do you think, Thatcher?
Smells good.
We did a good job, huh?
Should we taste
Or
it?
you did a good job. What if you don't have a food processor? Is a blender usable or not really?
You can do this in a blender. You can even do this by hand. It doesn't have to be broken down this fine, but for the application that we're doing today where I want it to stick to the meat, I try to get it broken down pretty fine so it just really attaches to the meat.
Gotcha.
If you're just doing this as a dipping sauce, you could absolutely do it by hand and just whisk it together.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because then you can just dip the pork in the sauce.
Yeah.
Right?
Easy.
I love that idea.
We're gonna do a little bit of that later too.
Okay, cool. Okay. This looks really, I wish you could, it smells so good, it's unbelievable.
Now, like I said, we're gonna need a little bit for dipping later, so I'm just gonna take out about a half cup, and the rest we can use on our pork.
So you do keep some for dipping.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of fun too, because then you're around the dinner table and you're dipping.
Yep.
I mean, you've got some action going on.
We'll create a little something extra, kind of an aioli type thing to dip that pork
I
in.
love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay. Okay, do I get a little taste of it? And where's the pork? Is it in the refrigerator?
It's in the refrigerator.
Okay. So good. That's exactly what it is, a Southwestern pesto,
Yeah.
right?
Doesn't really need much more.
That is so good. So good. Maybe a little more salt.
I would say a little more salt maybe, but
Yeah.
since we're gonna have bacon wrapped around it,
Oh, that's right.
let's not overdo it.
There's salt on the bacon. All right, let's get the pork out.
All right.
And that's so good. There's a little bit of cilantro flavor. There's a little bit of parsley, the refreshing parsley. Then you got the garlic going on, and you can even taste a little of that fresh oregano. And the combination, and the red wine vinegar. You can even taste the red wine vinegar. The combination is a perfect, very refreshing, different kind of pesto for our chimichurri pork. And here's our big old pork. Are we gonna use all this?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna make a feast today. You could do a little bit less for a family of 4, but we're gonna act like we're feeding everyone.
Cool. That means I can maybe take some home.
Yeah.
Okay then. I'm all for it then.
Um,
And you can take some home too, Thatcher. Okay. Okay, so Thatcher, being our sous chef, is getting the bacon out of the refrigerator, and we're getting the big old slabs of pork fillet, right? It's fillet, right?
pork tenderloin.
Tenderloin.
Yeah.
Tenderloin. And what's
So-
the difference anyway?
So, typically you're gonna
Thank you,
find
Thatcher.
pork loin or pork tenderloin. The pork loin's much wider. That's where we get our pork chops.
Oh,
Pork
okay.
tenderloin is a smaller, darker muscle. It's got just a little bit more fat content, and therefore it always comes out more moist than a pork loin or a pork chop.
And more tender.
More tender.
Okay.
I love this cut of meat.
Okay. All righty. My husband sometimes prefers pork to steak.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes?
Yeah, we actually don't eat a lot of steak at home.
Oh,
We
you don't?
No.
Mostly eat ribs and
Right.
Mostly eat chicken, probably. Is
Right,
the thing we eat
right.
the most of. But
We're a chicken and rib and pork family too.
your favorites are what?
brisket,
Brisket and ribs?
ribs.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we gonna do here? We got the bacon out. We got the 2 pork loins.
Yes.
Tenderloins.
Tenderloins. Yep. All right, so what we're gonna need to do is take a little spoonful of that chimichurri and just gonna slather it on the outside. So go ahead and lay some down on top of there, and then Thatcher, you can rub it right in.
Oh, we
There you
gotta
go.
rub it with our hands, huh?
Oh yeah, let's
love
get our
that.
hands dirty. So do that, flip it over. Get all
job,
on the
Thatcher.
outside.
Is Thatcher doing it correctly?
Doing a great job. All right, so the other
Alrighty.
thing that we're gonna do to this before we wrap it in bacon is we're gonna hit it with a little bit of our Cattleman's Grill Trail Dust. And this is
Now, what is that?
this is an all-purpose seasoning that I created for Cattleman's Grill. It's kind of a mixture of like a Texas brisket rub with some extra zing to it. So it's got some garlic, it's got some mustard seed.
Now, why would you add a little bit of that? Just to give it an extra.
Extra character.
Okay. We got all kinds of textures and character.
Here, let me get this side. All right, flip it. You guys are like the dream team. This is,
Aren't we?
You're making it easy on me. I'm gonna have to start paying you.
I know. Not me, just Thatcher. Well, you can tip me and pay Thatcher.
All right,
Okay.
so here's the part where we get our hands a little bit dirty with the bacon.
All right, now time to wrap the bacon around this beautiful piece of pork.
Yep, and there is nothing fancy about this. You just want full coverage, so we're gonna start at one end, and when you run out of real estate, you grab another slice of bacon, and you keep going and all the way down to the end.
All right. You want to try it, Thatcher?
Yeah.
On this one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's put some
Wanna
bacon
try it
in
on
here.
that one? I think you and I would be able to do this. Let's
All
see. Okay. So you want it all covered
Yeah, we're just
from
gonna.
end to end.
That's right, fully encased in the bacon.
And why is that? To keep all the moisture in?
It's gonna
or-
help a lot with that. You know, pork tenderloin, it doesn't necessarily dry out super easy, but anything you can trap in there by putting a little fat on the outside, it's just gonna make it that much juicier in the end.
Now, sometimes before I put marinade on my pork,
Mm-hmm.
I poke it with holes.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that?
So with this recipe specifically, I'd like to let the chimichurri sit on the surface of it for a couple hours first if I can.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah.
so you'd put this in the refrigerator.
Yep.
Okay.
You could put this in the refrigerator before you go to work, come home, and even if you leave it for a few hours, it's gonna be just fine.
And is that enough to have it settle into the meat?
It will kind of start to tenderize the outside of the meat, and those flavors will really kind of soak in. But it's not necessary. If you're doing it in a hurry like we are a little
Right.
bit today, it's still
It's
gonna
all
taste
right.
fantastic.
Okay. Well, I think your dad's a little bit better at this than we are, Thatcher. I mean, you're doing a really good job
Yeah,
separating
yeah.
that bacon, though. Okay, there's some onion somewhere.
That's probably our shallots that we're catching.
I thought it was the spice.
Anyone's eyes hurting?
I'm crying from the spice, I thought.
Yeah, you are. Exactly, Thatcher. Your dad's making you cry
All
from
right,
the
all right.
spice.
Let me take over so you're not hurting yourself.
Thank you. Look at the way your dad did that. Isn't
it's-
that beautiful? Now, once you get the hang of it, it'll look like that, right?
You just do
So
this
you
a
wrap
few
the whole
times.
thing
Yep.
with the bacon.
I think we did a pretty good job though.
We did a pretty good job, didn't we, Thatcher? All right. Your dad's just finishing it up because
All
our
right.
eyes are watering.
So that is exactly what it needs
Ta-da!
to be before it goes on the grill. That's
That is beautiful. That even looks good, and it's not even cooked yet. All right, let's head to the grill. So here we are outside at the barbecue at All Things Barbecue. It's a little noisy out here because we picked a day when there's construction going on Douglas. But that's all right because we are cooking up a storm out here on the patio at All Things Barbecue. All right, tell me what we're gonna do here.
So let's start with the grill. We're cooking on the Yoder pellet grill today. And the great thing about this grill is you can do everything from smoke to grill on it. So while we could smoke a brisket on here today, we've got it cranked up to like 500 degrees so we can grill high heat. So
But you can use any grill.
absolutely, gas grill, charcoal grill, just goes high heat, direct heat,
Okay.
right over the flame.
Okay, go ahead and put those on. And while you're putting them on, I'm gonna ask you, how many minutes on each side for this?
We're probably gonna need about 10 minutes on each side of these just to get our bacon browned off.
Okay.
But they're not gonna be cooked through at that point, so we're gonna move them to indirect heat to let the internal temperature come up.
Perfect. So this is the indirect heat, that's direct heat.
Direct heat.
Okay, and then, oh, we're cooking out here now, aren't we? Hey, it's road improvements in Wichita, so we cannot
Can't complain, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, this recipe is going to be online as well. We're not going to go through it today, but just name the recipe and tell us what we're going to do.
Yeah, so we're gonna grill a little bit of corn on the cob for a grilled corn salad.
Okay.
And then the rest of this is simply your favorite fruits and veggies. For summertime, we choose pineapple, some sweet peppers, red onions.
Red onions.
Yep, just to throw some more veggies on the plate.
And we're going to throw those on after these cook 10 minutes.
That's right.
Okay. All right, let's open and see what we got.
All right.
Look at this. It is cooked perfectly. It's beautiful. I'm gonna let Tom take it off the grill and let's eat. So here we are. Oh my God, I've never been so excited to eat on the family dinner table in my life, in any episode. This smells so good. So if you would do the honors of spooning out the pork chimichurri,
Yes,
right?
our bacon wrapped pork chimichurri tenderloin.
You know what? I think I'll pass this on to you. How's that? And then you can put yourself some nice corn. Okay, now here's the deal. As Tom is spooning out or serving the chimichurri, I'm gonna tell you that he made 2 side dishes, and those recipes will also be on kpts.org. This is called a grilled corn salad.
Yep.
And it's got, tell me about the ingredients while you're putting that on the table.
Yeah, we saw the grilled corn out there on the grill, and then everything else is just kind of raw, fresh ingredients. You've got some poblanos in there, avocado. It's got a little bit of the Southwest flavor, some lime juice.
Okay, and I love this too, because Tom also made some aioli with the sauce we put on the pork. And what did you add to this?
This is really a cheater aioli. It's nothing more than Duke's mayonnaise and the chimichurri that we
and the
made earlier.
chimichurri.
Equal
Okay.
portions. Yep.
All right. Mayonnaise and chimichurri. But you could probably use sour cream, couldn't you?
Yeah, sour cream, Greek yogurt would be good as well.
Oh, Greek yogurt would be especially refreshing, wouldn't it? All right, I'll give you some
Give me a little
corn
bit
and
of
then
that.
we get a taste.
All right.
Look
Wonderful.
at this beautiful plate. Look at this plate. All right. I'm gonna do the pork first. What about you, Thatcher?
Yep. I know that's the one you've been waiting to taste.
He needs his protein for soccer practice today,
That's right.
He needs the protein. Okay, and we dip it in
Little
the
dip.
aioli.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So many different flavors.
That is so good.
What do you think, Thatcher? It's the first time Thatcher's had it too, right? Isn't it the first time you've had it? Oh my gosh. Now, when you eat your barbecue, Do you usually eat outside, or you guys?
Well, it just depends. I mean, it's 105 out there today, right? So
Right.
maybe not.
We're not going to do that today. Okay, now you chose pineapple, peppers, and onions,
Yep.
and oh my gosh, the grilled pineapple is so good.
And there's nothing to it. I mean, it just brings out all the natural sweetness of it. When you caramelize it, it gets that much more flavorful.
I'm going to taste the salad here. This corn, blackened, or no, grilled corn
Just
salad.
a little bit blackened, yeah. It's a grilled corn salad.
So refreshing. So this is the best barbecue I've ever had, Thatcher. What about you?
I still have it in my mouth.
This literally, it is the best
Yeah.
tasting barbecue meal, summer barbecue
Well,
meal
thank
I've
you.
ever had. So thank you so much for being here, Tom, and cooking this incredible summer, maybe Labor Day barbecue for you guys all. And thank you for helping out and being the sous chef today, Thatcher. That's usually my job, but you did a great job doing it.
Thank you.
And it's also special because they're family. And Tom and Thatcher, as he said, usually gathers his whole family around the dinner table. And I would encourage you to do the same, to create memories, traditions, jokes, laughter, fun memories for a lifetime. I would encourage you all to try and gather around the family dinner table at least once or twice a week. I know you can't do it all the time, but try to at least gather at least once or twice a week, because remember, when families come together around the dinner table, families come together. Thank you so much, Tom.
Cheers.
Toast.
The family dinner table is made possible in part by the following.
Ketotarian food. What is it? It's a plant-based spin on a traditional keto diet, and it doesn't have to be hard. With our Simple Truth keto-friendly lineup, we've got you covered throughout your day. We have tasty snacks, filling lunches, yummy desserts, and even plant-based patties like this for chow without the cow. It's Nido with Keto-Tarian food. Learn more about our low-carb, high-protein Simple Truth products at dillons.com.
Offering more than 60 brands to choose from, refrigeration, dishwashers, cooking and laundry to outdoor appliances and grills, Metro Appliances and More has something for every need and every budget. In store or online, Metro Appliances and More.
Coffee, tea, and spices from around the world. Always unique, always the Spice Merchant. Located in the original 1908 Mentholatum building, just 4 blocks east of Washington on Douglas.
McClelland is a proud sponsor of PBS Kansas, specializing in design and installation of audio, video, lighting, and control systems specific to your commercial needs. More at macsound.com. The Culinary Arts program at Butler Community College, where foods of the world, cooking techniques, and exceptional learning create 100% job placement rates for students. Changing lives through cooking. More at butlercc.edu. ABC Fine Wines and Spirits offers a unique winery experience, sophisticated and complex bourbons, and a wide variety of beers. More information at abcdiscountliquor.com.